Tuesday night, right? I am Nia and I am here with my friend JC. There's no one to hide behind today, so JC, go ahead and let the lovely folks know who you are and where they can find you. And I swear, if I lose my voice, it's going to be not great. Go ahead, JC.
We'll see if I have my voice. Okay, there it goes. Hi, I'm JC. I make videos and I have books and I stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that's me.
And hello, I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction, all over the internet. I stream here every Tuesday night. I also stream over on Twitch on Mondays and Fridays. Same thing, productivity, all things productivity. So what, or chatting and hanging out. If you're here to watch movies and then chat, whatever you want to do, that's what we're here for. So I am here on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch. You can also follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky and what else am I on? I'm on Facebook. Honestly, don't follow me there. I'm not going to interact. You're going to get the same thing you get on Instagram over on Facebook. So that is me. That's where I'm at. Let's say hi to some friends in the chat. Do. Hello, Guy Writer. How you doing? Yes, Bobby. I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember Bobby now. um, Now into the second draft. Way to go! Look at you. All right, we're gonna get this thing done. I like it. Hello, Jen. How are you? It's good to see you. It's been a minute. I'm so glad that you're here. Um, Let's see. Hello, Read with Read. Hello. Good to see you. And Lily Eve, hello to you as well. Steven, how are you? Good to see you, friend. Oh, so many friends here. Lily says, I'm cooking and listening to an audiobook, The Last Party by A.R. Tor. Oh, I hate it. Oh my gosh, but you got the laughing and the eek emoji. So, are we hate reading or hate listening to this at this point? I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. Let me know what's going on with this book. And that's for you, JC from Steven. Hello from Jen. Hello. And Elise is here. Hi, how are you? And Lily Eve says, what is JC's channel called?
Oh, it's just author JC Carpenter.
Yes, and
That's
she
it.
is linked below. All the friends that stream with me regularly are linked below. So if you scroll down in the little
Description box.
description
Or as
box,
Gwenna
yes,
says, the boxy box.
the boxy box. That's literally what I was thinking because I saw Gwyneth and I tripped over it because I was like, Gwyneth says boxy box. I was literally thinking that. But yes, it is down in the description and just check out JC and then you will find her channel. And from there, you can find all her things. Speaking of Gwenna, hello, friend. How are you? Jen says, it has been a minute. It's nice to be here. I'm finally writing again for the first time in like, oh my gosh. I am so glad you are here.
Wow, that's
That
amazing.
I yay. Here we go. So when did the writing just come back to you? When did you get that urge to say, okay, that's it. I'm gonna do it. I'm coming back. That's exciting though. Oh my gosh. And all of the laughing. Yeah. You gotta let us know how this is going. Tuesday, I love your
Yeah.
shirt. Brains are
Brains are
awesome.
awesome. I wish everyone had one.
That is so perfect. And that is thank you from Lily. Jesus. My legacy lives on. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And congrats to Genderqueer. And what a great feeling. I know, right? That has got to be so cool. So, guys, let us know what you are working on today. Um, JC, do you know what you're working on today? No idea.
I do not.
I I'm not sure either. I probably should try to wrap up one of these short stories. So you guys know I like to start things and then I call myself finished with them. But they're not really finished because I have a lot of placeholders that are where I'm like, the X and Y goes here, and then I just move on. So I have quite a bit of that to do. So I should probably do that, but I also kind of want to work on some sci-fi stuff. So I'm gonna open up all the documents and we'll see where the chips lie. I was a little bit headachy today, so I went ahead and did some baking. So I'll show you guys. I made muffins. They're so yummy. Made muffins with the crummy top. And so I can't wait to eat some. Okay, so I ate a little one. So I always make a tester, just like a little regular muffin to test it. So I did eat that. So I already know that they're good. So and then they're all downstairs so the kids can grab them whenever they come by. So yeah, and then I have like a couple here. So it smells really delicious. My daughter, the first thing she walked in, she goes, she just stops, she takes a deep breath, and she goes, "What are you making?" And I'm like, "Muffins." So yeah. Let's see who else has come by. Hello, Jessica. How are you? Um, oh, I've had this little zygote of an idea for about 6 months or so. I finally started pounding it out this mor- this morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it sparked something in you. Like it's been the last 6 months, it's probably just been like, come on, you want to write me, you want to write me. And here you are. I love it. I love it. It's just, I agree, JC. More brains equals more food and the inevitable zombie apocalypse. And Michael, hello, friend. How are you doing today? What are you up to tonight, Michael? And JK, Joanne, hello, how are you? You let us know what you're working on, Joanne. And that's all the highest for everybody. Sounds exciting. Congrats. Yes. And how are you and the baby doing? Oh, and the baby's getting so big. She's absolutely gorgeous. We adore her. Let's see. Jessica says, I'm going to be working on Krampus again tonight. I'm still on the prologue, but I'm making progress. Yay, so good to hear. And that is for Quiena from Michael. And Joanne, the kiddo brought home an ick already and possibly no. Gwenna,
Well,
I
she just
hate to
started
tell you this.
daycare. That's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's
get
good to
used
get it
to
over.
this.
Good to get it out the way. Get it out of the way
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. When she said hand, foot, and mouth, I'm like, yep, yep. So the first week of daycare, wow, you're bringing back memories. Not the fun ones either. um, I also thought I was gonna keep the chapters to a certain word count, but I decided last night that that is not going to happen. We're just gonna write. That's right. Especially first draft, just write. Write the thing. Write the thing. Worry about all of that other stuff later. Go ahead and get it out. Um, all right. So I really got to figure out what I'm working on. We have a little while. We're going to do our 30, 45, 30, so you guys can plan accordingly. Gwen says, my sinus ache, and I know she's feeling even worse. Oh, to wear a house of mutual misery right now. Poor baby. Oh, and that is not a fun time. Ugh. I hate it when the babies are sick because they just know that they don't feel great. And there's only so much you can do to help them feel better. So, poor thing. Poor baby. We love her. Give her lots and lots of hugs, but try not to get all of the cooties. I'm so sorry. Oh no, hugs and send hugs and love your way. Yes, absolutely. All right, are you ready to jump in to our very first friend, Miss JC? Because I'm ready. I need to figure this out. I need to
Yes.
figure out
Yes.
tonight's work schedule. Ooh. And then next break, guys, I want to talk to you guys about the Brandon Sanderson. He's doing his things again. So I want to talk to you guys about what I want to do I'm gonna have study sessions for anybody who wants to do them. So we'll talk about that after the first sprint. And Joanne is ready, and so is Jen. The queer says, "Woo, let's do it!" Yes. All right, here we go. First sprint. If I can find the timer, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. Yes, I did it right. All right, all right. Welcome back. That is the end of our first sprint, and we picked up a Tiffany. Hello, hello, friend. All right, guys, let us all know how you did. What did you decide to work on? How'd you do? JC, what did we get up to?
Oh, I was watching it's a reaction channel that I watch, and they were watching Hamilton, so I was in essence watching Hamilton also. So that's what I was doing. Mhm.
Fair, fair. All
It just
right, Tiffany,
it just
are you?
ended, so I'm a little teary eyed.
Oh, what did they say? What did they say?
No, you've seen Hamilton, right? I
Yeah.
won't spoil it.
Oh, was it just
So
about the Hamilton, or was it
it
their
just
reaction?
it
They
just
said to their
ended
reaction.
when they got to the end when she did the whole "Who lives you die tells your story" part, and she walks off into the light, and it just ended, and it makes me cry.
Oh, aw,
That's all.
okay, okay.
Happy tears.
Good, good. Also, we had an Angela came in. Hello, Angela. Mama Maggie came in. And we had also a Shannon came in. She said, "Hi, everyone. Made friends with the like button. Just finished the AWC live stream talking with the new host and Devin behind the scenes. Need a screen break. Take the break, Mama Maggie." Or Mama Maggie. I just looked at Mama Maggie's. But yes, take the screen break, Shannon. You deserve it. And I definitely, guys, check out that live stream if you're interested in what is going on with the AWC. You can check that out over on Shannon's channel under SD Houston. And also, we had a Heather. Hello, Heather. Welcome, welcome. All right. Tiffany, are you back? Do you want to say hi? I'm trying to look for the thing.
Hi.
Yes. Go ahead and give everybody an intro. Okay. We do have some new people, and we have some people who are from the way back, Tiffany, from the way back, who are back after eons, and we've missed them so much. So let the folks know who you are.
The way back? The way back?
From the way
Way,
back.
way back into time.
Yeah, and who I haven't seen in ages is here. They are back. They just got back to writing. It's super exciting. And we also have some new friends. So they were asking about JC's channel when they popped in. So let the folks know who you are.
You have to do like a real intro. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Hello everybody. I'm Tiffany TLRus Lifestyle. That's the name of my channel. I write under the pen name TL Russell, or well, TL Russ and Desiree. Desiree hasn't posted anything in a while, but TL Russ just had a release today. So if you like football romances, you can go check that out. I stream every other Thursday. I will be streaming this Thursday in 2 days, and then at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern. And then I also am 1/3 of the writers' room with Morgan Lee and Barrett Laurie, and we rotate stations. But we do the writers' room. Generally, we try every third Sunday of the month, but we are also known for the chaos, and I would say check with us before you show up. And we also have I am a co-streamer, co-host with Nia up there of the Small Town World that we will be doing on Saturday. And if y'all have a suggestion for a topic, go ahead and let us know. And I think that's all I got.
That's good. That's a lot.
I know. I'm winded. I need some water.
I know. Oh my goodness. All right. So, guys, let us know what you guys got up to during the sprint. Oh my gosh. I was literally about to say during the thingamabob. Hello, we are doing sprints. Okay. They are productivity sprints of whatever
I
you
like
need
a
to
good
get done.
thingamabob. I like a
You
thingamabob
know,
and a fidget-majigget.
yes. I do like a big
Of what and what now? What now?
Thingamajigget. Thingamajigget. There's all types of ways you can do that. Yeah.
However it comes out of your mouth is how it is said.
Mm-hmm. I also like a thingaboo.
As opposed to a thingamabob.
Sure.
Oh.
You're here with us. Okay, so guys, I'm on the struggle bus because literally my mouse is dying and I keep having to turn it off. I need to just go. I have batteries. I swear I have batteries. So I keep having to turn it off and turn it back on. So because I'm like, I can't click on anything. All right, so where were we? Gwenna says, I spent that entire sprint so far soothing a fussy baby while the husband, let me read the big one, while the husband got to eat dinner. Now he's taking her outside so I can eat. Motrin and teamwork saving the day. There you guys go. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Jessica got 266 words for that first sprint, and I'm vibing a bit more with this prologue than I was yesterday. Nice. And Jen says, I have a total of 6 pages. Is it normal to think it sucks at this point in the process? Yes, you're just keep going. It's going to come together, and then anything that you don't like, you can scrap it or rewrite it.
I'm like 10,000 words into my story, and not sure if I like any of it. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm ready. I have a story that needs to come out soon, and I'm literally want to change the whole thing. And I'm like, what has just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm like, why am I seriously about to change this whole story? And I was like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, I'm changing this whole story.
My cousin came by about an hour ago to drop off some DVDs. And I probably trauma dumped all of my story onto her while she was here, as I voiced all of my frustration, why I'm not sure any of my characters work. I think I might change one of them's name, which I'd already changed, but now I'm thinking of changing a whole trope. And she just left and was like, okay, well, good luck with your people.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Good company. You're in good company.
Yeah, we're all in that boat right now. So you're good. We're all, let's all do this. Let's do this. Yeah. I'm about to change this whole story. It's not the next story that needs to come out. So this is fine.
Mine is
too.
Oh, you too.
In theory, mine's supposed to be done by Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah. That should be fun.
Oh wow, that's sooner than mine. But yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like looking at this story, I'm like, we're really gonna change you, aren't we? And I'm like, yeah, we're uh-huh. The good thing though is I already changed the guy's name, so I don't need to change it again. But I am happy with his name now.
But yeah, I think I'm changing my guy's name.
Yeah, the story's about to change. I can't change her name because she's already been mentioned in another story. So I literally would have to go back to the other story and retrofit it and hope nobody notices. So her name stays the same. But yeah. So that's great. It's all fine. Also, happy book birthday, Tiffany.
Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Yes. And that is a thanks for Gwenna saying 1,000% because facts, it is. Heather said, opened my Poly Vampire book for edits after dropping little one for the first day of pre-primary. Oh my gosh, all the babies going to little preschool.
Where's Heather?
Is she in Australia? She's got to be over on that side then.
Yeah, because I was like, hold on. It's like
the middle of the night. It's the middle of the night. Yeah, did I not know you were all the way over there? But yeah, because
where are you, Heather?
Yeah,
Western Australia.
It is the middle of the night in Europe.
So wow, I didn't know that either. Okay.
Wow. Next sprint, Nia should go fix her mouse. Yes, I should, because it's about to do it again because it just skipped and it's gone. So yeah, off again, on again. Yeah. Thank you all. I forgot this part of the agony. Yes, you're in this with us now, Jen. So just marinate in that this is we all think our stuff sucks. It probably doesn't, but we all think it does. And even if it does, we can fix it
Welcome.
later. It is what it is. It's
Welcome.
fun. That's why we do it.
Welcome, 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 welcome,
Western
welcome.
Australia. There we go. All right. So, before we start the next sprint, so I don't know exactly when. I'm been ruminating on a day that we can do this, and I know how I want this to work. So Brandon Sanderson just started his visit BYU University classes that he teaches, and he gives them for free online. And so I want to do them again. I want to go through. I've already watched the first one. I couldn't resist, but I'm waiting to watch the second one so I can actually sit down and like really take notes and stuff like that. So probably in March, we will live stream. We will not re-live stream his stream because I want everybody needs to watch his stream, but we'll do like a long sprint for however long his session is, and then we can have our own because he encourages like study sessions for his students. So then we can have a study session discussion after. So I'm thinking that we might do them on Monday evenings. I'm not sure. I've got a couple of people who want to do them too, so I gotta check and make sure. Because I don't want to be the only one on the camera by myself, which I can. I don't mind. I'm gonna do them anyway. But if other people want to do it with me, it'd be better also for a discussion.
Is this the same TikTok-y thing?
No. This is different from the TikToks. Hillman Talk University, which I'm also getting ready to start my cooking classes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I finished my 1 week Spanish class. There's another Spanish class, but I don't need that Spanish class because I already know how to read, write, and conjugate verbs in Spanish. I can't speak it. I can barely understand it when people are speaking it to me. So the Spanish I need to learn is how to talk to people and how when they're talking to me to be able to do more than pick out one word like, oh, they're talking about the library. They're talking about the kitchen. That's all I know. When people speak Spanish, I'm like, I know kind of what you're talking about, but it sounds like you're saying that the house is on the kitchen in the middle of the mountain. I don't know because I'm just picking out words and those are the only words and so it doesn't make sense to me. So I can't speak it and I can't understand it when people are speaking it to me. I can just pick out words, but I can read it. I can conjugate the verbs. I know the on, almost. I know how to do all that when you're conjugating the verbs, but that's about it because I took a lot of Spanish in high school and never spoke it at all. So,
I know that feeling.
yeah. So if I can get another speaking course, and it's more than just speaking to someone in Spanish, because people would speak to me all day in Spanish. I'm like, I don't know. I know you're talking about the kitchen, but I don't know what you're saying. Chicken. I heard rice in there. So are we having chicken and rice, or you don't like chicken and rice? I don't know what you're saying.
You could, because we do know someone who speaks Spanish. If you wanted to learn Spanish, this is what one of my friends did when I was taking the class. I'm not going to say that I learned a whole bunch because I think what helped was that she let me answer in English or what hurt. But it was someone I was working with, and she only spoke to me in Spanish the whole
Yeah.
semester that I was taking the class.
I tried that too, and what didn't work, and I found out, okay, so there's a lady who teaches a course, and she says it's not that you only speak that language to them. It works if you're like living in that community, but she said you say the phrase in Spanish, and then you say the phrase in English, and then you say it again in Spanish, so that we start associating and then what she does is she tells us the response. So she'll be like, "Tu habla español?" And then I can she'll say, "I speak Spanish. Yo hablo español." I speak, you know what I mean? She'll do it like that. And then
Mhm.
she'll ask, and then she points to you. So that encourages you to say sí or no. No hablo español or un poquito. Or you know what I mean? It encourages you to speak back. And that's about as
See,
much as
that
I
probably helped because she didn't say anything in English, but
that part. My
because
Spanish
we
teacher didn't
worked
either.
together, I knew what she was talking about because
Yes.
of like the job that we were doing. And then sometimes she would, like, if I wasn't getting it, she would point to things or pick stuff up or, you know, till I got it. But like I said, it probably didn't help that she let me answer in English. She should have maybe made me answer in Spanish. Maybe I'd speak
Yes.
more of it.
Yeah, so there is a process to, and it all this does is it helps it go faster because I think if you do the immersive where they're only speaking to you in that language, you will also learn it, but it's just a little bit slower because we're old. We're not toddlers. Where if we were toddlers, we'd pick it up very quickly.
I want to
And
try. There's a station on YouTube where you fall asleep listening to French, and you're
I've done
supposed to
that.
learn by osmosis.
I've done that. There's a guy one that does Spanish and also Italian. I've heard this. Yes.
I want to
Yes.
try it.
Try it. I've done it a couple times and then I dropped off from doing it, but I will say it was very nice. The one guy that had a very nice voice. We'll leave it at
The
that.
only thing that worries me is because I get insomnia very easily, and if I start thinking, I feel like that's where my insomnia will kick in because I'll be like, "What is he saying? I don't know what he's saying. Wait a minute. No, I do know that. Hold on. What is that?" And then it'll be like 2 hours later. I'm still trying to figure out what he said.
So all that to say that be looking out. I think I'm just going to start it fresh in March, but there will be some live streams where we're doing some study sessions with the Brandon Sanderson Huya thingamajiggy. So be on the lookout for those. I got people to get in contact with to see if we can actually narrow down a day and time that works for everybody. Regina's here. Oh, thank you. Yes, just need to practice. I do need to practice. All right, we have some more before we start on our next sprint. No words written, just finished cooking dinner for myself. Jasmine rice with ground beef, homemade tomato sauce, and diced habanero chili. Ooh, nice. That sounds yum.
Joanne, I need to know, when you say homemade spaghetti sauce, do you mean like sauce from a can, or you actually like picked up some tomatoes and then squished them and added like liquids and then made sauce?
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking when you say homemade. I'm like, we stewed those tomatoes down ourselves and sauteed
Yeah, that's
them.
what I want to know. Which one is it? Which one? Inquiry minds.
Because then there's the other one where you kind of like hodgepodge it, where you do a little bit of which I do, a little bit of jar, a little bit of my own, because it just makes the process go quicker. And then there's the just get it from the jar, which is perfectly legit if that's your thing.
Ooh, and I could have a food related question for the 45-minute break or for the 40-minute break. Speaking of tomato sauce. Well, because my cousin and I just had this debate while she was here, and I was trauma dumping. Do we put sugar in our spaghetti sauce, or do we not?
I have an answer. I have an answer for that.
Yes.
I have an answer for that.
Yes.
I have a correct answer for that.
The correct answer is yes.
I will say it.
The correct answer is yes.
Is it no?
Yes.
I'm not going to say what the correct answer is because I want people to go ahead and give their answer, and then I will tell you the whys of why yes or no.
I have a correct answer too.
I mean,
Nia's
answer
I think
Tiffany knows too. Yes.
Is it though? I think Tiffany knows why also. It could be yes or it could be no. I think Tiffany knows why. You know why, don't you, Tiff? We know why.
Which is how my cousin and I got into this debate. So that's why I was like,
tell me, what did your cousin say? Did your cousin say yes also?
Well, okay, my cousin's a little low. Okay,
if your answer is yes, you're not. She
was
wrong.
like, absolutely no way in the world you do not do it, and she will not eat it. However,
she's wrong. Oh, I'm sorry.
One of her other things was apparently, and I don't know who she's hanging out with or where she saw this, but she was like, well, I'm not talking about when you're making spaghetti sauce. I'm talking about like when you put a plate of spaghetti in front of somebody and they put sugar on top of that. And I was like, no, that's that.
That is always a no. You do not do that.
That you do
Unless
not do.
you do that, if you do that, you do you, boo. I'm not gonna yuck. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. If that's what you do,
No, I'm
but
gonna
I'm
look
gonna
at you
say no.
sideways.
I'm
I'm
gonna
looking
say
at you
no.
side. I'm looking at you sideways. I'm sorry. You
I
can
really,
you
if
can
I
do what
see
you
you do
want, but I'm
that,
still looking at you sideways.
if I see you do that, my eyes will get big and I might look shocked. Okay, but I'm not judging you, or at least I'm
Like I
trying not
said,
to judge
it
you.
became a whole
Gotta put it in my pudding so
conversation.
it can cook so it can cook. Never mind. You don't do that after you. No, that's a no. Oh.
So that is the question, guys. You may answer.
Mhm.
When we start our next sprint.
But
Let's get through
also,
a few names.
I lost it. But Joanne did answer that apparently she blended the tomatoes.
Look at Gwenna being all technical.
I know. I saw her. She was good.
Oh,
Sugar isn't a
Gwenna might know the answer.
multiplier.
Gwenna might know the answer too. Okay.
Mhm.
All
But she
right.
blended the
Yes,
tomatoes
Heather.
with peppers and onions and a bit of habanero pepper. I can get down with that.
Ew. Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't do peppers?
That's spicy. I don't do spice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't mind spice.
I don't mind it either. Actually, my husband actually likes it when the spaghetti sauce has a little bit of a kick. So it depends on who I'm making the spaghetti sauce for, whether I'm going to give it some kick or not.
I will tell y'all a fun story about last year when we did the writers retreat. We planned this whole menu because we knew. I don't know if, and Margaret's not in the chat, so she can't correct me if she's fully vegetarian or what exactly. But we were trying to find all these vegetarian dishes for her, and we came up with this whole vegetarian stuffed peppers that we were going to do. And so on the way out of St. Louis, we stopped at like Costco to get the peppers, and we've been talking about it for like weeks. And then we went picked up the peppers and we were saying something. And then Barrett goes, "Which ones do you like, Margaret? Like, so we get the right color pepper." She goes, "Oh, I don't eat peppers because I don't do spice." And we were like, "Oh, okay." So we just put the peppers back.
But green peppers aren't spicy, and you could have stuffed those.
I don't know. Like, she just said she didn't do peppers because of the spice. And so we were like, "Oh, okay, well, never mind." So we came up with something else. But it was just hilarious that we had planned this whole thing. She's like, "Oh, no, I don't do spice. I do pepper."
Also, agree. This is a great idea. The kid swap to teaching the language. I think that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Joanne was clarifying, blending the tomatoes, peppers, and all the good things. All this food talk. I got wings today. I was too disappointed. I know.
Oh, no.
Yesterday, I put my chicken in the crock pot and it came out drier than the old English. Oh no, that's some dry chicken. I am so sorry, June. Oh no.
Oh,
That's
honey.
the old English professor.
We are so sorry.
Oh, are we in allergy season already, Regina?
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready either, but it's starting. We're already in the 60s and stuff, and flowers are starting to bloom. And we're like, please don't bloom yet because it might freeze again.
But that would explain the watering in my
We're glad
eyes.
you made it, Regina.
Oh, no, I'm not ready.
And absolutely, you have to counteract the acidity of tomatoes. About there is. We should probably say that. Oh goodness. So, yeah. Ooh, I do use the tomatoes. I'll have to buy for my sauce. I love the tomatoes right off.
Oh yeah, I do use
Yeah. Those are the best.
I want to grow tomatoes. I've never grown them. My aunt said she grows them. She's gonna give me some this year, but I want to grow them myself.
Yes. Gwenna's got Gwenna's. I think Gwenna understands what the sugar. Okay, so we're gonna save that. Let some more people answer the question.
Oh wait, real quick though, Joanne did say, "What do you mean don't do spice?" Like some people don't do spicy foods or like anything that's like really hot or like hot tasting or anything like that.
Some people
I don't do any kind of spice at all. Period.
Yeah, there's two kinds of spicy. There's most people, we always think of the hot spicy, but there's also very seasoning when things are like, a lot of us like a lot of that salty or sweet and that savory. Some people think that that's too spicy. But we think of spicy, we always think hot, but some people think any kind of spice is
And
too much.
sometimes it depends on what it is. Like my aunt can season the heck out of all kinds of stuff. But then like certain things that she puts on the barbecue grill, she won't put any spice on it because she says she wants to taste the charcoal.
Taste the what?
She says she wants to taste the charcoal, the grill, the fire.
Wow.
I can
I'm like, but maybe
understand that
just a little
though.
salt and pepper, a little garlic powder.
Yes, yes. We still need some salt on that meat.
I'm like,
If
just a
you
little
got
something.
if you got beef, we need some salt on that. Some
Yeah.
kind of salt on that beef.
I was like, just a little something. So that's
Yes,
what we
okay,
differ.
yes.
We have a
She
moment
thought she was
sometimes
talking
when I
about
grill.
savory. Yes, that's why I wanted to clarify. She thought we were talking about
Yeah.
savory. Different kinds of spicy.
Yeah.
Tasting the charcoal.
That's what she said. She wants to take the charcoal on the fire.
I feel like I know what she means, but like not actually taste the charcoal. But there is something about grilled meat that it does have a nice its own flavor to it, as well as smoked. If you throw some wood in those oh my goodness.
And that's like her stand. Like, okay, number one is a regular fire barbecue grill. Then she will do smoked, and at the bottom she will do like, what is it, the gas grills. Like she doesn't mind it, and my uncle will do it because it's fast and it's the closest to their house. They have both, but like one is downstairs and one is like right outside of the kitchen door, or off the kitchen patio, I guess. And so she will do the grill, but she prefers the smoke or the charcoal or something type of a grill to gas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Totally get that. Yeah, with the taste in the charcoal.
Yeah, no, she's not actually eating charcoal.
Right, but we're not trying to yuck nobody's yum. But if you actually want to tap it on that charcoal, because has anybody ever had food fall in the grill? That's gone. That food now belongs to the dogs.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
sorry.
No, I've actually pulled it out of the charcoal, brushed it off, threw it back on there.
Nope.
It's like the puppies are going to eat well today because they got that big old piece of steak that just fell in the grill.
I say them all.
Tiffany's like, we can save it.
I say them all.
All right, let me grab up this next banner.
Also, Regina did comment on my shirt. Thank you, Regina.
Oh, Regina also did? I missed it.
I didn't want to
ignore.
I didn't want to ignore
It
her.
looks like there's stuff up under it.
It says
there it
brains
is.
are awesome. It says brains are awesome. I wish everyone had one.
Aww.
That's adorable. I do like that. Alrighty, my friends, before we're gonna end up. No, we have till 10:30. We're good. Let's start this 45-minute sprint. We have a 30-minute.
I was about to say you gonna put it up. I thought you was pulling it. Oh, pulling a you.
Hey. Sometimes that last sprint.
Love you.
No, the mouse died again. Okay. It's fine. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. All right, all right. Welcome back. That is the end of our second sprint. What did everybody get up to? I did a little bit of research because I did a research on barn dominiums for a story. Um, but then I was like, oh, wait, these things are really kind of cool. I need to talk to my husband. So, yeah. So, doing some research for a story. And the giant muffin has been eaten. It was delicious.
Did it
And
scream?
yes. And also changed the battery. So now the mouse is working properly. It's not skipping and stopping and disappearing. So yay. I did a lot of things in that 45 minutes. How did you do, JC?
Not nearly as much as you. Hi, Laura. um, um, what did I do? I don't know. Oh, uh, what did I do? I was typing up a post. Did I finish that typing up that post? No, I did not. But I started it. That's it.
There you go. Are we back, Tiff?
I never left.
Awesome.
Like I never left.
What'd you get up to?
I started rewriting the story because even though I said I wasn't, I am gonna rewrite. I decided it'll be a surprise, but it won't be a surprise because of the way that I originally had it to be a surprise. It'll be a surprise for a totally different reason.
I I closed out some tabs, and then I pulled up a document for, I'm just calling it the Kiss story, and started expanding on it a little bit afterward. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure.
Do we find out where the guy went and what was going on with the guy? Why was he in such a foul mood?
We'll see.
Do we get to find this out?
Is this
Where
for
did
the scammer? Is this for the scammer story?
Mm-mm.
No.
This was a prompt that she did called The Kiss. It was great. And then the guy just gets up and leaves. And I'm like, wait, what?
Laura always leaving us hanging.
She really did. She really did. All right. Let's see what everybody got up to. And then we will go back to Tiffany's question. Scrolling back. Here we are. Also, wait. Because before we do that, Gwenna, where's Gwenna's comment? Anyway, Gwenna had to go. There we go. There it is. Put the little in the bed, and she said good night to everybody. And then Jessica got 300 words exactly, achieved my daily goal, and made myself some pasta box because I have no patience to do. You know what? No patience and no ingredients. You do what you got to do. Box is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Jen said, I determined that my prologue is out of hand and has turned into too much world building. Uh-oh. And I was starting the new prologue with my female main character lounging on her new throne, looking like a badass. We love it. And Alice, hello everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. Was out all day because the baby girl had a doctor's appointment, and then we got back and I was so exhausted. Plus, twisted my knee or something because it hurt. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alice.
Oh
Oh,
no.
take care of it. Oh no. Hopefully it's better tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I officially got started on reading Wuthering Heights. That sprint. Nice, Michael. Is this your first time reading Wuthering Heights? Very cool. And she says, Joanne says, I hope you feel better, which we absolutely do. Alice had just woke up, took a nap. Hey, I applaud everybody who can take a nap. Love it for you. And that's a thank you. And yes, first time. That is so awesome. All right, guys. Then we had. I'm checking the time. Okay, we got time. We're going to answer the question. And the question
Wait,
was,
Jen said good night. Jen's saying
oh,
good night.
good night, Jen. Oh my goodness. Have a great night. We're so glad to see you. Come back again. Do not be a stranger. Keep writing. Keep writing. It's so glad to see you again. All right. Let's get to the questions. Okay, so we are going to start with Gwenna because Gwenna has a very correct answer, but there's a reason for this. And we'll get into that because the other answer is no, you don't need to put sugar in spaghetti. But there's a specific reason. There's a specific reason. And it's about your ingredients. And we'll get into that. And it's the actual reason. It's not like not just something that we make up. So Gwenna said, as she said,
Wait, is Tiffany here?
I did a little bit backwards. Tiffany? She was here a second ago.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
She's here. So Gwenna says, we're going to go through the questions. So I'm going to read through Gwenna's first. And then if you have anything to add, or we'll just go through all the questions and then we can add our input. Because I have a feeling that Tiffany probably knows what the other part to what Gwenna says is. Because yes, she's correct, but also no. But there's a reason. If you don't need sugar, there's a reason why. So she says, absolutely, you have to counter. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. You have to counter the acidity of the tomatoes. Correct, the acidity of the tomatoes to balance the palate. All right, so the tomatoes, pay attention to, okay. Helping to marry the sauce and provide a deeper, richer, let me get this one first. They're out of order. The spaghetti sauce without sugar to taste is going to sour and be too bitter for the pasta. Sugar is also an emulsifier.
Emulsifier.
Thank you. Emulsifier. That word. I've been tongue-tied all day. Which helps break down the flavor compounds on a chemical level and helps to marry the sauce and provide a deeper, richer flavor. Okay. And then Joanne says, absolutely not I do use tomatoes on the vine for my sauce. This is very important also to why you would not. Again, we're back to the tomatoes. And this was about on top, like sprinkling the sugar on top. You plated. Absolutely not. I do not do that. That's what Jessica said. So I did want to clarify. And this is thank you for validating my grandmother. Her grandmother probably put sugar in her spaghetti sauce while cooking it. And everybody was like, why are you putting sugar in your spaghetti sauce? And Laura says, never put sugar in the spaghetti sauce. I thought Laura had a second part to that. And Jessica said, here's the thing. My mom's recipe for sauce is very much canned things thrown together. Canned diced tomatoes, canned tomato paste, specific Italian seasoning based on heart and hamburger meat. And is it possible that one of those has sugar in it already? Sure. Do I go out of my way to add my own sugar when throwing it all together? No, because it's not part of the recipe I was taught. And then JC with the absolutely put sugar in the spaghetti sauce while cooking it. I'll refer to Gwenna. And everything that Gwenna.
I put my answer twice because I tried to remove the first one. The second one was the one I meant to put.
It's okay. It probably is because it doesn't. I wish that when people deleted them remove them from thing that they don't remove off of StreamYard, so I still see it. But okay. But I do see the other one. Ooh, real quick. And Heather said, since I jumped on the stream, I've gotten 4 chapters. Way to go, Heather. Okay. And salt and pepper on the spaghetti sauce all the way. Yes.
Please.
For sure. All right. So it's about the acidity and the tomatoes. So Tiffany probably knows this also. It depends on your ingredients. Did you know that when your tomatoes are too ripe, or sometimes once they get canned or they get older, the natural sugars in it break down. So a lot of times if you live where you get really, really fresh tomatoes, your tomatoes are just naturally going to be sweeter. That's why Joanne said she also picks her tomatoes straight from the vine. Those are probably very sweet. The sweeter the tomatoes that you use, or the fresher the tomatoes that you use, they're already sweet. You don't need to add sugar. It's also includes if you're adding other vegetables or peppers and onions that are also sweet. They already have sugar in them. My goal when I make spaghetti is to not have to add sugar in it. I feel like if I don't have to add sugar, I've won somehow.
But also, too, depends on how long you are going to cook them, or if you are going to cook them at all. Because if you cook it, it allows for time for that acidity to break down. As opposed to if you're not cooking, then you need that sugar to kind of temper the acidity.
Yes, and one of the things that we say in our house, I say, are we doing quick spaghetti sauce, or are we doing all day spaghetti sauce? Because they're different things. If they want spaghetti in an hour and a half, that's quick spaghetti sauce to me. That means that's probably gonna need some sugar, especially if I don't have tomatoes that I can pick right off the grapevine, or if we don't have any fresh tomatoes. If I'm doing my sauce all day, and it's like slow simmering, and I get it right. The last time I made spaghetti, my son, for the next day, I make a big pot because we like to eat some for leftover. So my son had his friends come over, and he's like, "Oh, my mom made spaghetti." And he goes, "You guys want some?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, okay." And so they took trays. We have to-go trays for everybody. So they took some to-go trays. This kid texted my son. They said, "We ate all that spaghetti and I'm crying. It's so good. When is your mom making spaghetti again?" So no, you don't have to put sugar in your spaghetti sauce if it's already sweet. Now, also, some people just like sweeter sauce. If you just like sweeter sauce, that's a whole different thing. Go ahead and add your sugar. You're not wrong if you do.
Church potluck all of my childhood.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, everybody with the
not
sweet
just spaghetti sauce. Sometimes you get a macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And then sometimes but here becomes another one. Do we put hot sauce in the macaroni and cheese? Or do we not? Because I know some people that put hot sauce in the macaroni and cheese.
Tomatoes in mac and cheese.
Hell no.
I'm telling you, go to a Baptist church, freaking potluck. You will find the craziest stuff.
But see, here's why that's
Southwest mac and cheese.
I think that's different though.
That I could get
the whole sugar.
I don't know why I just pointed at my mirror for you, Laura, but I did.
So if I look it up right now,
I think the hot sauce conversation is different though, because everyone doesn't. Again, going back to everyone doesn't do spice. You would be assuming everyone is okay with something spicy by putting it in the macaroni and cheese. Sugar is different than spaghetti, than hot sauce. Like that's a totally different thing.
Michael said yes on the hot sauce and the mac and cheese.
Oh hell no!
Some people, my husband would probably, if it's not homemade mac and cheese, or depending on who makes the mac and cheese, my husband would probably put some hot sauce on it. If it's my mom's mac and cheese, he's not putting hot sauce on it. He's eating that stuff exactly how it is. I
also know someone, and this is the one, and this is one specific person, and I've never gotten it, even when they do it with the cheese fries. She puts ketchup on her mac and cheese.
My mom doesn't do ketchup. She does crushed tomatoes on her mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I have a question, Laura. Do you guys when your mom makes her spaghetti sauce, is she using canned or is she making her own sauce? Just curious. Again, it's the
simmer all day.
Yeah, simmer all day. Makes sense.
Sorry, Jessica's answer just took me out. No,
girl.
Oh
no, that was hilarious to me.
Jessica.
I mean, we could go for more like we could go sriracha.
I love you, Jessica.
We could do like a Kewpie mayo.
But I have seen people
Um, I don't know. Those are things that people tend to be like, they're white leaning for the hot sauce.
My favorite topping for mac and cheese is barbecue pulled pork.
I've never done barbecue pulled pork, but I do like a good chicken and I love a good shrimp.
Yeah, here they like to put the barbecued pulled pork with coleslaw. It's a thing. I don't eat coleslaw, so I don't know, but it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't do the pulled pork with the coleslaw. I've seen it. It doesn't feel right to me. But I also don't do lettuce. So I guess it would kind of be like a sandwich like lettuce, but not.
Yeah. And
There
I
was
don't
a-
oh, go ahead, Laura.
There was a mac and cheese restaurant in Toronto that I could walk to sometimes, and they had just different types of mac and cheese. And my favorite was the big classic mac and cheese, just heaped with barbecue pulled pork. And so the barbecue sauce mixes with the cheese sauce, and it's just so good.
I feel like I would want to like that because I do like macaroni with my barbecue. I don't know. But I also am one of those weird people. I don't want my food to touch. So maybe
I also
that's
like
why.
barbecue pulled pork on pierogies.
Barbecue on what?
Pierogies.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I would get it at the loaded pierogi. Very good.
Oh.
Yeah. So one of
And
the
now it's
things I
time for
like to
dinner.
watch is I like to watch where people from other countries eat American, especially American Southern food. And one of the things that they tried was the pulled pork, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" You know, they're always like, "I don't know what's going on with their food over in Great Britain, but I'm sorry." But they come over here and they're like drooling. So like this pork, and then they were like, "Why is this? Why are they have put this coleslaw stuff?" They're like, "What is this cab?" They couldn't figure out what the They're like, "Okay." So they're like, "But they put it on the barbecue sandwich." And so Laura's gonna go do dinner. She's gonna be right back.
I just watched.
And they like their eyes went like, what? Like I'm like, okay, so that must really be good. I don't eat coleslaw, so I don't know, but it is definitely the thing.
The only time I really eat coleslaw is if I'm doing fish tacos because a lot of people put the slaw on that. And so I've done it that way. It was Irish people eating, I want to say American hamburgers, and they had arugula on that, but they called it something totally different, like something I had never heard before. I was like, what? Like, I think I had to look it up because I was like, what? Hold on, let me see if I can find it again.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Mama Maggie said, "Have a good night, everyone." Thank you, Mama Maggie. Woohoo. And Tiff, I will be there for mac and cheese and pulled pork.
They called it rocket.
Ah.
And I was like, what are we talking about? Because they kept saying there's a lot of rocket on here. Like, this is, I've never seen a burger.
And that's arugula? They called arugula rocket?
That's what they called arugula.
Interesting.
I was like, I've never ever heard. That doesn't even make sense in my Americanized brain.
Okay, I recently watched. There's one. They made a meme out of it, but it's two British guys, and they go to a barbecue rib place, and so they're getting ready to eat the ribs.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes. And they've got their fork and their knives out, which is how I used to eat ribs.
And the guy comes in and he's like, "What are you doing?" No.
Yeah, the guy goes at your hand. He's like, whoa. And they're like, "What do we do?" And he goes, "You're gonna put the knife and the fork down. You're gonna pull that thing off, and you're gonna bite it." Yes. And their faces, like one of the guys looked like he was short circuiting for a second. The other one looked like he just fell in love. When they bit into it, and they were just like, this is incredible. So yeah,
I don't know if I've ever had pulled pork tacos. Now I wonder if I would be okay with the slaw on that, Mama Maggie. Huh?
Interesting. I don't eat coleslaw because of the mayo, so I'm never gonna have it. But
have you tried it with yogurt? Because I feel the same way.
I don't know. I'm not a huge yogurt fan, but I do yogurt way before I'd ever
Because
do
you know how
milk.
they use like that creamy yogurt now is supposed to like make it healthier. And I had
Yeah,
somebody who
yeah,
did
yeah.
that, and I liked it way better than I do with the mayo. Because I too agree, I'm not a huge mayo person.
I
Interesting.
like mayo, but I still don't like coleslaw.
Well, I don't love coleslaw. I mean, I feel
Mm.
like I ate it a lot more when I was a kid because my grandmother liked it. And so she
Mhm.
made it, and, like you at grandma's house, you eat what grandma give you. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge coleslaw person either.
Oh, and she said she made chicken and cauliflower produce recipe for a friend that couldn't have potatoes. And
What
that would
did
be
you
so
say?
sad to not be able to have
Michael,
potatoes.
Michael, Michael.
We found out. No, I don't know. It's a no for
Have you
me.
seen the cottage cheese ice cream? That's the one that took me
That
out.
makes me upset. That makes me upset. I'm like,
I was like, I
nobody
can't
had,
even talk to you people
don't
anymore.
don't ever give that to me. And you know how people give you something like, no, just try it. Don't ever do that to me.
Mm-mm,
I will be
mm-mm.
very upset.
The only
Don't
place I
no.
could do cottage cheese is I do it. And again, this is one of those things I feel like I ate as a kid because you were at grandma's house and she just kind of gave it to you with like that fruit cup on top of it. And yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but the only place I can do it is in my lasagna. And it could be because I mix it with ricotta and then
Mhm.
also with Parmesan cheese and with like Parmesan Reggiano and it's in another and mozzarella. So it
Yeah.
could be because I'm hiding it with all the other cheeses and the
Yeah.
spice, but no, I don't
And
do
funny
that.
enough, the only cheeses I eat are mozzarella and a little bit of Parmesan. And so when I do have lasagna, if I make it, that's the only cheeses I put on it. But I just don't eat other people's lasagna, which I'm very sad because lasagna is one of the foods that I gave up when I realized I couldn't eat cheese anymore. Well, I could never eat cheese, but I tried for forever, and I still eat pizza. So yeah,
What
I
is
pay for that,
white
but it's
cheese
worth it.
ice cream?
Pizza's worth it though.
So it's lasagna.
Did you say what's lasagna?
No, she
Yeah,
said
she said
pizza is
so.
pizza. She said pizza's worth the cheese, and I said so is
Oh.
lasagna.
I thought you said
Yeah.
what's lasagna. I was like,
I was about to say if I had to give up cheese, those would be the two things I'd have to keep: lasagna and pizza. Both of them. Like
oh,
there's
you
no
almost gave
either
me heart.
or, just both.
Yeah, I'll still do
Oh, and mac
lasagna
and
if
cheese
I
and
make
mac and cheese.
no.
No,
Funny
mac and
enough,
cheese. There's three.
I
Okay.
can't even I can barely tolerate the smell of macaroni and cheese if it lingers.
That
Because
hurts
it's
my heart.
because mac and cheese is the
Me
food that
too.
made me that's the food that made me realize I couldn't eat cheese because I literally kept
Oh,
it's because I
I
kept
can get
getting
that if
sick.
you have traumatic type of things.
Yeah, I
Heather,
kept
I
getting
need to
sick,
know
my
what
mom
is white
insisted.
cheese
My mom
ice
was like,
cream?
"No. No.
What
No.
is white cheese ice cream?
What are these
Oh, what
things?
is
What are
ranch
y'all doing?
dressing ice cream?
What are these things?
Okay, I don't
Why?
even
This
like
is
ranch dressing, so that's a no. Ew.
Oh, I love a good ranch dressing, but in an ice
No.
cream?
Mm-mm.
why
No.
are
Oh
these
my
things
gosh.
happening?
Who hurt you?
Why are these things
Ugh.
happening? No. No.
Oh my god. Who hurt y'all? I got
I
hugged.
don't know what this is, and why does it sound good, Mama Maggie? Because this
I think
that
she's
they're not
talking about the white cheese ice cream.
is she or is she is that what she's talking? Is she talking about this?
I don't
I don't
know. I'm
know.
very
I don't
confused, and
know. I'm very
I'm
confused
having
too.
heart palpitations.
But if it's good, I'm happy for y'all. Maybe this is what sounds good, and maybe coleslaw with lime, chili aioli,
Ew. Ew.
and Brussels sprouts. Maybe that's what sounds good because I do like Brussels sprouts.
See, I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I could possibly work with the lime and chili aioli with the
Yeah,
coleslaw. I could
because
maybe do that.
aioli is more of a butter, so
Okay, then who hurt New York? Heather says she had while in New York with apple pie, and I'm like, well, who
no.
hurt New
Oh
York?
God. Ew. Oh,
I hope, Heather, that it
But
was
okay,
good.
wait a minute. I
I
could
hope that
maybe
it
get
was
that
good.
because there's people that put cheese on apple pie. I didn't
ew.
know
Yeah.
it was
Again,
white
ew.
cheese. I thought it was a
Again,
red cheese. I'm not good
ew.
with either one,
Ew.
Mm,
but I have
Ew.
heard of that. So
Mm-mm.
I
maybe
don't
that's why.
But have
I
you
don't
heard?
know about any of
Mm-mm.
this.
Oh, okay.
Man, when ice cream
I'm
company
suddenly
made
losing my appetite. I was getting ready
what?
to go have dinner.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Oh God, ew.
Okay.
That's just
Oh,
nasty.
this reminds me. I think I can make ice cream this week because the weather is
Yeah,
so
it's nasty.
warm.
I think I'm gonna make ice cream this week too.
The weather is so warm. I'm feeling like I'm afraid it's going to get cold though. I'm afraid I'm going to decide today's the day I'm going to make ice cream and then it's going to get cold and I'm going to be sad.
Well, I'm having my own Super Bowl party this weekend.
That makes sense. Do your
And
ice cream.
by my own Super Bowl party, I mean just me with all the foods that I want to eat and the
Dang.
TV on playing Super Bowl. Although my father keeps joking that we're inviting Morgan to our Super Bowl party. So Morgan, if you're here, my father is inviting you to our Super Bowl party. The only reason he keeps joking and he keeps using you is because he's like, but tell her Patrick can't make it because he's got to work. That's all I got.
Oh gosh, your father is funny.
Oh,
Oh my
you
God.
got the invite. You got the invite. Let me
So
see.
that's all I can say.
Yeah, I got to stick to my strawberry, blueberry, and lime sorbet. Yes, ma'am. Because I don't know about these things. But if
Yeah,
it's good
cheddar
for
cheese
you
on
guys,
apple pie. I told you I'd heard of that. Yeah.
okay.
It's still nasty.
I mean,
It might be good. It might be
Said I'd
good.
heard of
I
it.
just Alice just had ice cream. I actually am gonna get some Ben and Jerry's makes a salted caramel.
Hi,
Where
Gwenda.
it's all salted caramel. Oh hi, she's back. Hello, friend.
That's what I made. Well, I don't know if I'm making salted caramel
Nobody.
ice cream. I think I'm making caramel ice cream with brownie bits in it.
Oh, that sounds good.
And
That
yes,
sounds
Margaret, I am coming to your channel because, as I said, it is a Super Bowl party for one. So it's mainly just me eating all the foods that I want with the game on. So I should still be able, because they do all that pregame junk in the mornings. I don't care about that.
no
So I
tailgating for
still
you.
should
You're
be
just gonna be
fine
doing
for
your
you.
food. Yeah.
But I said, what time does the Super Bowl start? I forgot. Okay.
I don't know.
I gotta look it up.
Jiggy, what time does the Super Bowl start?
Yay.
The Chiefs and the Eagles will face off in the Super Bowl on Sunday, February 9th at
5:30 p.m.
I just know I'm definitely excited for this year's halftime show.
I did not say I was not doing anything for the
Kendrick
Super Bowl.
Lamar.
Nice. Just said she's not doing anything.
I didn't say I was not. I just said I was. It was Super Bowl, and you were like, "Oh, nobody cares about football."
Yeah, I think I've got some
Popcorn will
strawberries
be
and
had at my
blueberries.
Super Bowl party too.
Yeah, I've got some strawberries and blueberries, so I think that's how I'm gonna do my. Oh, if I have some blackberries, I'll put some blackberries in my ice cream too. It's gonna be.
I
good.
plan to make. I'm gonna make popcorn. Well, okay. I'm debating. Again, this is way too much food for me and possibly my father. Mostly me and my father. But I kind of want to make. I'm debating the popcorn because I feel like you should have some popcorn. Plus, I can just make popcorn and we can eat that just all through the week. But I also want to make buffalo chicken dip. And then I'm making chili dogs. And then I want to make my brownies, but I'm going to cut them in little shapes of hearts because I also want them for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And then I'm going to take the remaining brownie that's left over and put it in the ice cream and make the caramel brownie ice cream. Again, way too much food for one person. I don't care.
I'm with you.
Live your
I'm
best
with
life.
you. I'm with you. My hubby actually came to me earlier and said we should buy an ice cream machine earlier today. So this is part of the course. Yeah, I had an ice cream machine when my kids were younger. But now I've got because I have the KitchenAid mixer. I just have the big it's an attachment that does it. They have a sorbet attachment where you can literally just put your frozen fruit in it and it makes it into sorbet. So I'm gonna get that.
Other than the ice cream attachment, because I thought you just put it in the ice cream attachment.
Yeah, no, this okay. So the yes, it's a different attachment. So it's like a smoothie. It does smoothies. It makes yogurt, but it's another attachment where you take the frozen fruit. You don't have to put anything else in it if you don't want to, but you just put the frozen fruit in it and it swirls it out like Dairy Queen.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I
yeah,
adore you, Gwenna.
you can do it with other stuff, but literally that's what I want it for. I want it to make my fruit to make myself some frozen fruit sorbets and
Oh, interesting.
oh, we talked for 30 minutes because a timer just went off. I'm like gonna maybe back this bad boy back up. There we go. Oh my gosh, yes, we need to get into a sprint, guys. Do. Heart brownies sounds amazing. Yes, I made peanut butter chocolate cookies yesterday. Fortify with for today. Woo! Almost over. This sounds like just enough food for one person, if that person is me.
I adore
all
you,
four
Gwenna.
jobs, yes, all four jobs came a knocking and today, and that is why one had to go. And haha, and there I could make California show. That'd be so cute. That's so fun. All right,
In
guys.
all fairness,
Let's
Margaret, most of my cookie cutters I did not buy. My family buys them for me randomly, like during Christmases when they find them. So
all right, guys. We're gonna run late a little bit if we don't get started, and I don't want to do the full 30-minute sprint. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Last sprint. This is so much fun. If you can tell, Tiffany and I, and probably all of us, we can talk about food all night long. So let's go ahead and get started on this last sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. right, welcome back, everybody. We have come to the end of our stream. That's the end of our third sprint. How did everybody do? Let us know.
JC's here.
I ate dinner. I ate dinner. That's all.
All right, Tiffany was cooking. Is she back from cooking? That's what Tiffany's doing. That's what Tiffany's doing. She's boiling some noodles, cooking, getting food stuff done. Laura?
I'm back. I just had to get back here because I was still eating and I was sitting on my bed while I was eating, so I had to get back to my chair.
Nice. How was the food?
It was okay.
It was okay? Okay.
Yeah.
The way she said this, I've had better.
Well, I mean, it's like it's just noodles. It's meh.
I love noodles.
Right?
Why did you?
Laura, I had
It's
to
like
say,
ramen noodles, and so it's like just.
Laura, I had the same
regular
thought. I'm like,
ramen
just noodles. How dare?
Sorry.
Noodles are life. But,
I ate dinner, which was pot roast and carrots and potatoes. And
I
then
love pot.
I'm turning leftover pot roast into beef enchiladas tomorrow. So I'm
Nice.
excited. And then took Roy for a walk. He ate his dinner. Oh my gosh. It had beef drippings on the kibble, and so that bowl is liquid.
I'm like, I bet he loved that. Nice. Nice. And I took a lot of notes, got a lot of stuff written down, got this next story plotted out. It's contemporary. I'm not in the mood to write contemporary right now, but I'm like, let me get, I had this story. You know, you have the story idea. I'm like, let me go ahead and get this down. I can definitely use it. So did my research on the barn dominiums, and yeah, so I'm hoping it'll be a fun story.
I
And
need to know more about these barn dominiums later. I'm just afraid. I'm curious. It's cute. Okay.
Isn't it just like a condo that's been, or a barn that's been turned into kind of a condo?
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
and they
It sounded like it.
That's one way. So that's the way it used to be, is that they would take an old barn, gut it, and then refab it on the inside. But now you can get them where companies will make pieces, and so you get the pieces shipped to you, and they put the barn together, and then depending on how much you want to do yourself, they'll do parts of the inside or the whole inside, depending on, because a lot of times people are like, we just need the shell and the basics, 2 level or 1 level, or where the garage is going to be, the part that we want, and then they'll do the rest themselves, or they'll hire a handsome handyman to do it for them, who they will possibly not get along with because they'll have clashing ideas.
But they enjoy the sweet tea.
Yes.
When offered.
Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah.
Is this real life thing cheaper than trying to buy a home?
Yeah. Well, okay. So, you can get, according to my research, you can get the kits depending on what size you want. The kits for the houses are anywhere from 40,000 to way up. But it's a house. It's a house.
Plus, you need the land.
Plus, you need the land. Yeah, but if you can get a $40,000 or $50,000 1,500 square foot barn dominium done completely for $110,000, that's way cheaper than buying a house.
That's cheaper than my $500,000 for a condo in Toronto.
Yeah, if you've got the land. So especially if you've got someone who gifts you land, or you inherit land from, or something like that, like in a romance story, that
or
you
a
can
friend who has the land and will let you like live on it, preferably like a friend who maybe has always had a crush on you for like your whole life.
Yeah, you've been best friends, and hey, I've got this property.
For you to come
You've got the money for the barn dominium.
Okay, see, y'all are talking about y'all small town world. I'm talking real life here. Hold on, like I don't have those kind of friends, but
But okay, so say you're trying to
get
that's
a 2025 goal.
say you're trying to get a mortgage, but you can only get a mortgage for $150,000. This might be an option for you if you can get a plot of land and get a plot of land for like $30,000-$40,000 and get it plumbed and everything. Then get a barn dominium kit for another $60,000. Then get it built for another. You can get a barn dominium built within your $175,000 budget if that's the budget that you have versus the struggle of trying to find a house now for even in where I live, you can't even get a house for that anymore.
I just have to say that Nia, I love that you think that I could have the credit enough to actually get that kind of a loan for a house.
You could one day.
I love that you think that.
But I'm just saying, in these times where a house right now, even in a lower costing places, a starter home for a basic starter home, if you can fight it out to get one, is over $200,000. To be able to get something new, get your land, get the kit, and get it put together for 150, 170,000 versus duking it out.
Kitchens are gorgeous.
Oh.
I hear you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now I'm down a rabbit hole. Thank you, Nia.
You're welcome. I hope you get some good stories out of it.
And somebody had to join me. Somebody had to.
Speaking of rabbit holes, have you guys had to start baking with powdered eggs now because real eggs are so scarce?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet, but I'm worried.
Costco is out of eggs. You have to go and wait in line before the store opens on delivery day to get eggs.
Our eggs are not scarce. Our eggs are not scarce here. You know why? Because they're too freaking expensive for anyone to actually buy them. So they leave them right there where they're at.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. The eggs that I get the what are they? The organic free range brown eggs. So they're already more than what most people will pay. So normally that we're getting those, and there's like now those are the only eggs that are available. So I'm like, oh great, they're gonna go up. I'm like, we're already paying for these eggs.
We're at Fraser Farms, and I saw a dozen eggs for $15. I was like, are you serious?
Hold on, I'm gonna die. Hold on.
It's getting redonkulous over here, man.
Yeah. Good luck getting your eggs, folks. But yeah, if you want to bake, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
So we were experimenting with powdered eggs for popovers.
How'd they go? Oh,
I've never thought to experiment with powdered eggs, truthfully. Interesting.
So now whenever I make pancakes, I have to use the powdered eggs.
yeah. The funny thing is, so because I made a double batch of muffins today. And instead of doing two separate batches, which is sometimes with baked goods, it's better to just do the two separate batches versus trying to combine them. I did the combine, so I wouldn't have to use 4 eggs. I only had to use 3. And I was debating, can I get away with 2? Which I probably could have gotten away with 2, but I'm like, I really didn't want really flat muffins. So I was like, no, I'm already going to just combine them together. So I'll just do the 3. And it worked out perfectly fine.
You use those, you know how they have the egg beaters, egg whites, or egg whatever with just the yolk. Or the carton, you know what I'm talking about. Does no one know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but if it still
are they out of those too? Are they out of those?
If it still uses real eggs, anything that uses real eggs is still going to be low.
I think I knew the banana. I don't know if I knew the applesauce.
I knew the applesauce, but not the banana.
Applesauce. Yeah,
I know the applesauce thing.
Yeah, I don't know the applesauce. I knew the banana.
Pudding. Pudding is one too. I think pudding is one.
Yes, pudding.
Not obviously not any crazy flavor, but like
just a vanilla type of pudding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I don't prefer the texture of applesauce versus eggs, but in a pinch, if that's what I gotta do, that's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, sorry, I threw you all the way off, Nia, when when I started talking about barn
Yeah,
doors.
we're
Sorry.
late. We're running late. That's okay. Thank you all for coming. It's so fun to do these sprints with you guys. But we've been doing really good at not running late lately, so it's okay if we have one. It's okay. Also, so I did nothing.
No.
Morgan said I ate food and watched the show. I'm glad you did, Morgan.
When
I'm
you say
glad you
sick
did.
baby, you entitled to do nothing.
Absolutely. And Heather said I got my handwritten edits into my documents, and now to write. Y'all know I'm reading the small one, right? When I start stuttering because I can't see, it's because I'm reading the small one. So now to write all the new scenes. Yay! And okay, I did my ID work. Time to let my brain deflate like a flat tire. Nice to see you all. Happy upcoming Valentine's. You too, Margaret.
Margaret is
We'll
funny.
be watching you guys. You're all. Margaret has some things coming up on her channel. So, guys, if you're not following Margaret, please do. In fact, Tiffany's going to be on Margaret's channel. Woohoo!
We're doing a tag. I forgot what it was, and I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But we're gonna do it, and it should be fun.
Yes. Also, very fun that Mama Maggie's brownies are all Colorado shaped. That's nice, Mama Maggie. That's nice.
I'm not mad at that.
Be a little concerned if they were Florida shaped.
I know.
Yeah, but see, I got a cousin
Laura.
and this would probably
Yeah.
this would tick off Florida, but I have a cousin who every year when she comes over to help me decorate with my Christmas cookies, if I make Christmas stockings, somehow she turns them into penises.
No.
So with a Florida shaped cookie, she'd go to town.
No.
You'll never be like, honey, that's not Florida, that's a penis. But okay.
I will say, okay, I did this one time by accident. I made doggy treats, right? But I was trying to make them
I'm already
shaped like
dying.
a bone. I was trying to make them shaped like a bone. So with the two knots on one side and the stick in the middle.
Yep.
But we'll call them knots, not balls. The two knots on one side of them kept falling off. So it just looked needless to say, I had to take them all off. So then they had just little round biscuits and one long biscuit. Because it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. And it looked like this and this. Because these ones fell off. Of every single one of them? Nah, that was sabotage.
I mean, you know
That was
what?
sabotage.
I'm sure the dogs were just so happy to have all the balls.
They were.
All the balls.
They were.
Michael, Florida 0, US 1.
Us, not US.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Yeah.
One.
Us one.
I should do that for Christmas. I wonder if I could find a
Oh
Florida
gosh.
cookie cutter. And when she showed up this year, just have 4 cookies cut out in that shape, and she'd be like,
Oh gosh, Nia, that was funny.
Yeah, that really happened. That was so embarrassing. And I was like, this was for Christmas. It was going to be a Christmas treat for the dogs that I made myself. Because I made them the little mini pumpkin pies. And I was like, I'm going to make them some peanut butter biscuits that are shaped like doggy bones.
maybe we can also just get you a dog bone cutter, and then you could just cut them out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably try that next time. Versus
Check
what
the
I
link
did.
in the private chat, Tiffany.
Because the last thing I want is for you to lose all your balls.
Stop. Oh, Laura. No.
Is it one? Yes.
No.
It's not Florida. It's legit.
I wonder if I could get away with that though, with my father randomly around.
No. It might go over his head.
You know what? The reason why this is happening is because we're late. We need to go.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's almost Wednesday now.
Hey, you're the
I
one
appreciate
controlling the
that,
thing.
Laura. I'm gonna
I
say
am the
that.
one controlling the screen. And the reason why this is happening, we're devolving into Wednesday, like Laura said. It's almost Wednesday, and that's why this is happening. So we're all going
However,
to
I think as I save it, I am gonna put it in my
That's what I want.
Notion.
no, please
I
stop.
think I'm gonna put it in my Notion. Like,
Oh,
what
Tiffany,
is
this is
it?
gonna make
Wish
such a
list
good story.
section, because I
Uh-huh.
really would hate to put it on one of my list on Amazon and then have Alexa be like, "We found a low price offer for you."
Oh, dear.
Because she does
darn
it
it.
every freaking day.
That's the same stupid
Oh,
copy.
dear.
Tiffany, I
Thank
feel
you.
like you can incorporate
Now
it into
paste.
one of your stories somehow.
I'm just gonna put cookie cutter. So if somebody goes and look at cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh wow.
Oh, dear. Okay.
You have
Those are
boots to go
definitely
with it.
buns.
Laura never disappoints. Speaking of Laura didn't give an intro. So would you like to start us off with the outros, Laura?
Oh, we're doing
So we
those?
can
I thought
stop
it was
this.
late.
We
I thought it
need
was
to
late.
stop
We get
this now.
away with it. No.
I don't know what you mean. Oh, this one is the tip of this one is different. Anyway,
Yeah. It's always about
Stop.
the tip.
okay. So I am Lord Nettles. I am here.
Oh, that is definitely a different tip. Okay, I'm sorry.
I do a lot of horror writing, and yeah, I am working on a paranormal romance. So yeah, with me.
Were they going for a curve?
Tiffany is busy.
Oh, hi. I'm here. Thanks for coming. It was great. I'll be back Thursday. Yes, that's when I'll be here. And Saturday with Nia. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh no! Hi, I'm JC. I have books and things and videos, and I stream tomorrow, Wednesday night, where we will continue to devolve further into madness. Come join us, Nia. Let me go watch.
And
Look at
I'm
the better.
Nia. You will see me on my friends' channels when they're streaming. I will be here next Tuesday. I will be over on Twitch on Friday in the middle of the day, Eastern time, noonish hour. And then I will be with Tiffany at 1 o'clock Eastern for Small Town World. We will let you know what we're talking about later. Yeah. And with that, we are going to say goodbye with a little Loki. Bye.